Hey guys, it's Nitin here with the Ultimate eBook Creator, and in this video I am going to try and explain to you one of the basic understandings of an ebook. Okay, there's a lot of people that email me and they tell me that, oh, my book looks really good in your Ultimate eBook Creator, but when I load it up into the Kindle, or like in this example I've got the Kindle desktop viewer, it doesn't look right. And I try to tell them that all ebook devices, whether it's Kindle or Kobo or Sony Reader, it really doesn't matter, but one of the main things that you really need to understand is that the concept of a page, a physical page, is really determined by the by the user. Okay, so the user can do a lot of things when they're reading the book, and depending on what they set, for example, for the font or the zoom, that will determine the layout of the virtual page. So for example, let me just show you here. I have a book which was written by one of my customers, and I'm kind of helping him format this. You'll see that this particular page looks like this, but let me just do this and I'll show you what happens. Okay, so if as I make the screen smaller, if you can see that the text is actually flowing, right? So this is like a browser. So you can really think of an ebook device or the software for viewing the ebook as a browser. So it's using flow text. Okay, so the text is flowing. All right, so you can see that here, if I keep going, for this particular software, it's going to stop me here. Okay, but if you see that when I get to this position here, my effective page size is really just showing this. Right, let me go back. So it's really showing this, but if I stretch it out, then I see more text. Now the other thing I can do, or really the user can do, is he can pick a font size. So for example here, if I make the font size larger, see what's happening in the background? Okay, you see? So now my effective page size is only showing a couple of lines here, right? A few lines. All right, and if I make it very small, then you can see that the text only occupies a third of the page. Okay, so I hope you're getting the idea that you really cannot control the page layout and the page size. Okay, now this is a different story when we get to fixed layout, but I'm going to create a different video for that. But for now, we're only talking about the general or the common layout of a page. Okay, so there's a few things that you can control. You can control the font size. You can even control the words per line. So see here, you can see that we're actually making the page smaller and bigger and things like that, right? So when you guys email me and say, oh, my book looks like crap, this is the reason. Okay, it's not the Ultimate eBook Creator doing it, it's just the way it is. All right, so for example, let me just take you to one of the recipes that this customer has done, and I can do this, and I can see that oops, go back up. I can see that this page is only showing you this, and it really doesn't look very nicely formatted, and we just see a little photo and a couple of lines. Okay, so if I increase the font, you can see now that I only see this. Right, now if I say I want to see 2 pages, it's even worse. Okay, so when you do these kind of things, this is what you're going to end up with. So when you look at this, you're going to think, oh my God, like this is terrible. And to be honest, it is terrible. It looks horrible. Take a look at this. So now you've got 2 pages. You've got this thing showing up like this and this thing showing up like that. So it really isn't. And look at this gap between this. Look at this gap between this and this. So, you know, what I'm trying to tell you is that you cannot control this. Okay, the user is controlling this, and in the actual device we have the same thing. You know, the user is actually controlling all this. So what do? Well, I keep saying to people that the only thing you can do is keep it really, really simple. For ebooks, you need to keep it really, really simple. Okay, you need to just, you know, think about how this page is going to look and test it and make sure that you don't use anything fancy, you know, and things like that. So I hope this video has given you some idea as to how ebooks work. Okay, the main thing to remember is you cannot control what ends up on a page on a device for a particular user. So you want to keep that in mind, and you want to make sure that you design your book or your formatting in such a way that it doesn't make. Okay, so I hope you found this video useful, and we'll see you in the next one.